Hello everyone and welcome back to another DMO update video. Today the 4th of April 2023 we've got a new update. Adds a couple of features and it does not add the new segment shop system that was added last week in DMO, which I'm actually very excited for, so hopefully we get that next update. But yeah, let's get right into it. So we have the first thing, which is related to the server content desert maps. The difficulty of the mobs have been lowered and the item drop rate for the quests have been increased, and also the XP you get from the mobs have been increased. And same thing to the Valley of Light map in Tokyo Odaiba. Now they only mentioned Valley of Light, so I'm assuming all the other maps are still the same, just Valley of Light. The difficulty of the mobs in this map have been lowered. Next we have some additional features and bug fixes. First off, the map for the Yokohama village loading screen have been changed. Next we have some improvements to the accessory change. It's basically will make sure that option stone or whatever stone you're doing will still be there. Next we have a new change to the Digi Eggs to level 5 eggs. When you right click on it, you will now be able to hatch it immediately. You don't have to use access to use data or anything. Now this is only for level 5 eggs, so level 2 and 3 eggs will still require data as always, but level 5 ones, as you can see, you can't even put it in the incubator. You just gonna right click it, so that's a pretty nice quality of life feature. Another quality of life feature, when using a skill or a potion, the cooldown will be displayed, but it works normally on the skill of the Digimon, as you can see. Yeah, it basically types the number. Pretty nice feature to have. Unfortunately it's not on tamer skills, which is what I think it's mostly gonna be useful for. But yeah, pretty cool features nonetheless. And lastly we have some bug fixes related to Toy Agumon and some improvements to the tutorial. And with that, let's move on to the events. And the first event is from Tailmon or Gatomon, which is gonna be a sub-quest, and the event duration is from the 4th of April until the 18th of April 2023. And starting off with the daily quest, which is called Gatomon's Request, it will ask you to talk to Lilithmon to complete the quest, and with that, as you can see, it unlocked more daily quests and give you the item Suspicious Letter. And the daily quest that we got is a handwriting appraisal. It will give you 20 EP and it will ask you to collect 20 magnifying glass, which is dropped from any Digimon in the Digimon maze entrance map. Now to unlock the next daily quest, you have to complete the handwriting one, and yeah, we're just gonna complete it. And now we unlocked the Kulumon's hideout, which will give you the Kulumon's hideout map to enter the Lilithmon dungeon. And that will also unlock us the next sub-quest from Lilithmon, which will give us a 7-day Agumon costume, which is pretty nice. And this one will ask you to defeat some mobs inside of the Lilithmon dungeon, so we can go ahead and do that. But first we will take the daily quest from Lilithmon, which will give us the blue bed and EP. Or blue bed is gonna be combined with EP to craft more items that will ask us to defeat basically the same mobs inside of the Lilithmon dungeon. So let's go ahead and enter that. And it uses Venomous Vortex maps, and yeah, it's basically very straightforward dungeon. Just enter, you'll see some mobs and you just defeat them. They don't seem to be that hard. And with that, we can now report the quest. Now this was a sub quest, so you can't do it again. You just get a 7-day Agumon costume. But yeah, I guess now we can leave somehow. Okay, how do we leave now? Well, I guess this one is the other side. You can leave by talking to her. And now we can go ahead and report the daily quest. Next we have another daily quest from Gatomon, and this one will ask us to defeat 30 Digimon in Yokohama village. And the reward is gonna be 20 EP and 1 yellow bed. And lastly we have a double stats event for the wood type Digimon, and the event period is from the 4th of April until the 18th. Some Digimons are not in the list for some reason, but yeah, they are the wood type Digimon. These are the wood type Digimons that got the increase. Unfortunately, nothing too fancy other than Lilithmon. Everything else is still gonna be very weak, so unless you have Lilithmon, this is kinda useless. And lastly we have the normal AP event as always, and the seal this time is gonna be a critical seal. I think this is the same as the last one, so yeah, you can still get more hope seal. And finally we have the login time reward. This is the item that you can get every single day, and the items you get on the Saturday and Sunday. And with that, we have a couple of promotions. The big thing here, I guess, is a data summon. I personally don't like data summon because they are just too expensive. Now there is a discount on the data summon. You can now buy one for 79 crown instead of 99, but you are only limited to 2, so this is kind of useless. And then we have a magnetic package that will give you 4 magnetic for 198 crown. There is like 2 of it, so A and B, and the reinforced Digiclone cube for 6 crown. And once again, it is limited to 7 per account for some reason. And yeah, that is basically it. Nothing too crazy. It's a pretty standard event. Hopefully next update we get the big stuff, which is the consignment shop improvement, which is very cool. I'm very excited for it. And yeah, with that, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.